Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of July 19th, 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits and leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, now let's begin. Tapping into the Pisces collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do they not see coming for the week of July 19th, 2026? What do you not see coming? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming? Wolf in sheep's clothing. And at the bottom of the deck, we have stalker. Okay. All right. Why is wolf in sheep's clothing something you do not see coming this week? For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy for the week ahead, we have the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Six of Swords. You're the wolf in sheep's clothing this week. The situation, environment, or connection that you're dealing with, the Four of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Swords, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. King of Pentacles. Why is the King of Pentacles here in your energy? King of Pentacles. Why is the King of Pentacles here in your energy? I don't feel like this is my regular Pisces collective here, so I apologize. But let's see where we go with this. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Pentacles is clarified by Seven of Wands, King of Wands, and the Hermit. Knight of Pentacles. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Tower, the Magician, and the Star. The Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Hierophant is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Three of Wands. I love you, Pisces. I've been reading for you for over 2.5 years. I've become good friends with many of you. And if this is your reading, you might be trying to bullshit this person or these people, but you're not bullshitting the energy. Clarify that Six of Swords. I'll explain this to you in a second. One more shuffle. Thank you. Six of Swords clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Stop. Okay. I have two distinct groups of you. So, and it's a general collective reading. So use your intuition and your own life experience to decide which group you're in. Group number one, you are a wolf in sheep's clothing. Let me explain why. There's a particular situation, environment, or connection here in your life, and you're like, I really want it. I really want it. I want that job. I want that person. I want that friend. I want to go to that concert. Like, whatever this is for you. But secretly internal to you, you're like, I really don't want to go. I don't want to meet new people. So it's like, it's almost like verbally, like telling people, like, oh, I can't wait till we go to that concert. And inside you're like, oh God, I really don't want to go. So you're a little bit of a liar this week. Because again, group one, you're verbally expressing here. Magician is mercurial energy. Yeah, we can make a plan. Yeah, we should do that. We're going to go here. And look, this could even be you to yourself saying, I'm going to quit smoking Monday at 9 o'clock in the morning. So there's something here where there's like a plan or something being created. Again, either you with yourself or you with another. And the expression here is, I'm moving forward with it, or I'm going to do this. But really, you're not interested in doing this. At the minimum, you're undecided. So group one, you're saying you're doing something, or you want to do something, or you're planning to do something, but really your heart's not in it, in that Eight of Cups. And then I have group two. Group two, you're saying you don't want this. I don't want this person. I don't want any friends in my life. I'm good on my own. I don't need this. I don't need that. But inside, you really do. You really do crave it. So two very distinct groups of you. Group A, saying you're going to do something or plan something and you really don't want to. And group 2, you're saying, I don't need to do that, or I don't need to plan that, or I don't want that. And inside of you, it's like you're actually hoping it comes true. So you're being a bit of an energy fibber this week. In addition to that, okay, because that's just you and you, okay, whether other people are involved or not. This is something else. This is someone who is watching you, okay? This person feels a little blocked out of your life, whether you physically blocked them on the phone or you told them not to come around anymore, or they just feel energetically blocked. And this is someone who is crying over you, or there's some level of remorse or regret over what transpired here between the two of you. Even in that 4 of Cups, like this person feels locked out or like shut out of your life or something like that. So tell me more about this person. So they could be watching you online, driving by your house, right? Knight of Swords is actually moving in this deck. Possibly speaking to other people to find out what's going on with you. Tell me more about this person's energy. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the 3 of Cups. We have Temperance. And we have the 4 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Wands. This is someone who's still energetically holding on to you. This is someone who would like to see the connection between you and them restored, or peace restored, balance restored. This is someone who wishes that the two of you could reunite. And look, I know we always default to love. This does not have to be loved. I think it was a Virgo reading. I said a couple years ago, I was going through my divorce, and all the tarot readings at the time on YouTube were like, Mercury retrograde, and this person's coming back. And I thought to myself, I've been married for over 20 years. I don't think any ex from my life is coming back. I don't think anyone comes back 25 years later. And my hunch was right, because I did receive contact from someone, but it was a girlfriend. It was just a friend. We had a little tiff. We kind of went our own ways. And there she was at 1 a.m. texting and calling. She's like, I miss your friendship. I'm going through such a hard time with the kids, and I always leaned on you. And so I know we default to love, but this does not have to be love. This could be someone you went to, high school with, and they're looking you up online this week and watching you and seeing what you're up to and contemplating contacting you. So take it how it resonates to you, but I also don't want to give anyone false hope, because, I know what that's like as someone who watches readings. So tell me more about this person's energy. Again, this is someone who would like to reconnect. They're thinking about you. They're trying to look you up this week, possibly driving by your home. One more shuffle here. Thank you. What else is in this person's energy? Page of Swords. So there is communication between you and them. 9 of Wands and a 10 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. That is the truth. So there will be some kind of contact here from this person this week. And again, it may not be the person you're thinking about, because I remember watching all those readings and I was like, oh God, if Steve were to contact me, that would be so awkward. I don't know. What do you say to someone when you're 46 years old and the last time you saw them, you were 20? It's like, what would I say to him? I have no idea. And it wasn't him. It was just, like I said, a friend I had not spoken to in a couple of years. And she was the last person I thought would message me. So you do have someone here. Again, first there's a spying, there's an observation or information collecting. And then most of you, within the next week, 7 to 9 days, will be hearing from this person. Whether that's a text, an email, a postcard, a phone call. What do they want to say to you, Pisces? What does this person want to say to Pisces? What do they want to say? What flipped over? The 10 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. And the 10 of Swords. This is almost like I didn't know if you wanted to hear from me after what happened between the two of us. I didn't know if I should move forward. I didn't know if I should contact you or not. And it's like Empress here to that 8 of Pentacles. So it's like, yeah, I've got nothing to lose. Either you're going to answer the phone or you're not. Either you're going to respond to the text message or you're not. So this is kind of like I wasn't sure if I should move forward with this after what transpired. 3 cards of advice here. I want to give you 3 cards of advice for those of you where you're verbally saying you're going to do something, but internally, you're not energetically there. You're like not on the same wavelength here. What you're saying and what you're feeling inside are not a match. So for my Pisceans who say they're going to do something, but energetically they're not feeling it, advice, Chariot in the reverse, which is like general disorder, right? That's like not moving forward. The Moon and the Nine of Swords, bottom of the deck, Three of Swords. If you really don't want to do it, just don't do it. Don't tell yourself I'm going to quit this on this day if you're not ready to do that. You know, don't even bother putting yourself through all that stress, because then you'll just be disappointed come Monday. Again, just using smoking as an example. Oh, I'm going to quit on Monday. And then Tuesday comes and you're having a cigarette first thing in the morning with your coffee. And it's just going to make you feel awful about yourself. So if you really don't feel like you can, you know, if this is something you're quitting, then don't do it. Do it when you're ready, or find other ways for you to quit. If this is something, again, involved in like a group dynamic or going out with a friend, if you really don't want to go, just don't go, because you're causing energetic stress for yourself. You're also like dysregulating your nervous system, whether you realize it or not. So this week you might have some fluctuations in your sleep patterns because, again, you committed to something, again, to yourself or to someone else, when you really had no energetic intention of doing it. So you might have like some instability with your sleep patterns. So if you really can't do it, don't do it. All three cards, Chariot in the reverse is a no. Upright is a yes, but this is in the reverse. So no, no, no. It's like don't do that to yourself. Just tell the truth. You don't want to go, or postpone whatever this is. Now, for those of you where you're saying you don't want blank, again, I don't want friends, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want love. But internally you do. You crave it. You crave that stability. You crave that level of connection. What's your advice? One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Swords. Be honest with yourself. Ace of Swords, Temperance, and the Four of Swords. You do want it. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. You do want it. So again, it seems, I'm not saying you're a dishonest person, but you're not being honest with yourself this week. So both camps, your advice here is to be honest with yourself. Now, for those of you who will be hearing from this person, what is the advice for Pisces when they hear from this person, whomever this person may be? One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice with this person, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, and there's that Knight of Wands. That's how they're contacting you. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. If you want to move forward with communication, you can. But this is more like making plans to move forward, but then also just sort of a wait and see approach. We're not going full throttle, right? We're not going Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands. That would be like a rapid development here. This is like if you want to connect with them and see how they're doing, or, you know, you can. But again, take it slow. Look at that, 10 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Take it slow, because something here clearly occurred here between the two of you, which made the connection pretty burdensome. So I think if you go too fast, it might not go well for you. You have better luck with this, more longevity, if you just take it slow and become reacquainted with one another. Again, that's only if you want to reconnect with them. If you don't, just don't answer the phone or don't respond. That is what I have for you, Pisces, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.